Another Jamari reaction, bro. The fastest rise and fall in podcast history. All right. I was supposed to react to this when it dropped. Your boy been busy lately, you know what I'm saying? We got too many videos to get to, 129, you know what I'm saying? So things that have dropped already might come sooner than later, okay? But let's get it. No, sooner might come later than sooner. Yeah, something like that. Let's get it.
Yo guys, so before the video starts,
Shout out
I just
Jamari.
wanted to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, my longtime friends over at Adam and Eve. We are partnering up today to give my audience a special today with Adam and Eve using code JAMARI. So Bobby Althoff is a name that has set these
Let me know how you guys feel about Shorty right here, bro. Let me know. Like, genuinely, I'm curious to know what you guys think of this girl, bro. Because a lot of people think it's not funny how she is, but some people like it and think it is funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know.
internet streets ablaze for around the last month or so. It all really started when she interviewed no other than comedian Funny Marco, who is well known for his deadpan, awkward style of humor, which is very popular in the modern era amongst comedians. And this clip from that interview kind of shows off what I'm talking about.
Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new.
He does the same thing. I didn't know that.
You know what that is?
Is that Nicki Minaj?
So as you guys can see, there's not really much to it. It's just like an hour of this back and forth awkward banter. But like I said, this type of thing is very popular. I don't find it to be very funny, but
It's not, bro. It's not. I don't know, bro. It's weird. It's awkward, bro. You know what I'm saying?
a couple of these clips went absolutely viral.
Yeah.
And after this, we would soon see her get the attention of Tyga, Drake, Lil Yachty, Mark Cuban. And all of a sudden, in the course of like
gang.
Drake, Lil Yachty, Mark
Why is this man's feet dirty, bro? Her socks dirty too, bro. Where the f they at?
Cuban, and all of a sudden, in the course of like 30 days, she suddenly had one of the hottest podcasts on earth. Now obviously this led to a lot of people speculating that she could actually be the world's very first industry podcast plant. This is something that has been very common within the music industry, where an artist comes out and sees this astronomical rise, and suddenly they're getting features with some of the biggest artists on the planet, and basically just getting these opportunities and looks that people would not typically receive.
How do you guys feel about that term or that label, industry plant? Think it's a good thing or a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? I feel like shit. I mean, I feel like it's a good thing, bro. They out here doing their thing, getting these features. Probably not in the traditional way, I guess you can say. I don't know, but it's like they doing well for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
When they're first starting to get some buzz around their name, and this is where the term industry plant comes from, because people feel like there's somebody in the background pulling these different strings and controlling the career of this person to make them basically come out of nowhere and seem bigger than life. You see, this woman started out on the mommy TikTok side of things, making videos like this, where, you know, she still kind of shows off her awkward side.
The fuck? What is that? Is that a banana? Ain't no way that's a banana. She's eating that shit like that.
You know, she still kind of shows off her awkward side. It's almost like she's making fun of the moms at TikTok. And basically, I would say that she was kind of doing the same type of dry humor.
Stop looking awkward. You look awkward. Smile. Just look entertained then. Like, play with your ring or something. Look entertained. Do anything. Maybe just go to the bathroom. Maybe that'll be better. No. Okay. Wash your hands, but don't wash them too long. Make sure it's long enough that they know you washed your hands for...
Hear that, baby.
Maybe that'll be better. No. Okay. Wash your hands, but don't wash them too long. Make sure it's long enough that they know you washed your hands for the full time, but not too long.
I don't really understand why people think this type of thing is funny, but then again, there's people who probably think the things that I find funny are completely idiotic. Obviously, in general, humor is one of the most subjective things on the planet. And so either way, she gets this Drake interview, and this is when she really started popping off.
Am I your type?
Yep.
I'd do it.
Thank you.
Like, I'd do it.
You do it?
You do what? What do you
I
mean by
asked,
that?
am I your type? And you said, I do it. It's not funny.
And so it was basically just
wait. What do you mean by I do it?
an hour of this awkward situation. And obviously this is where the industry plant speculation began, as people wondered, how is this girl who's only on her second podcast episode
That one
ever
with
get
Drake.
Drake as a guest? We know by now that Drake does not like to do interviews. Any statement that comes out from him at this point is very controlled.
Yep.
When it comes to these type of things, he gets the final edit. They're filming on his cameras, he has the memory cards, and basically he just
Crazy.
has a stranglehold over the content. I guess what I'm trying to say is this man would not just do an interview with anyone, and so for him to choose her of all people to do this interview with, people found that to be very fishy. You know, it'd be one thing if she was like a DJ Academics.
This man slumped. Bro, this man slumped on Twitch listening to music. Yo.
Who by the time he started his podcast Off the Record was already notorious for his work on Complex. Obviously his YouTube channel had millions of subscribers and billions of views. He had already built this large fan base for himself, so
Yep.
It's not the craziest thing when he comes out with his podcast and gets some big time guest. Whereas her on the other hand just comes out of left field at a mommy TikTok, and all of a sudden within a month's time she has one of the hottest podcasts on the planet.
Yep.
And this is actually her side of the story when it comes to how she got Drake to do this interview.
Drake liked one of the videos I had uploaded and he followed me. I didn't realize it at first. Marco called me and he was like, Bobby, look who just followed you. So I filtered it to verified only people. And I was like, oh my God, like why would he follow me? He's like, he liked the video. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot my shot to Drake. I don't know how this, I thought the chance of him replying was like a 1%, and the chance of him saying yes was like 0.000.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way. So I was like, come on my podcast. I said, when are you going to come on my podcast?
And he just was
He said,
game right
yeah,
away.
he was ready to do it. I flew out there like
That's
3
crazy.
days later. Wow.
And then you're off
That's
to the
crazy.
races. Now you can kind of get anybody.
So, all right, I saw a post. I saw it multiple times actually that she's pretty much tweeted or something, said, if anybody can help me have pretty much like, I will pay somebody to help me get somebody big on my podcast, something like that. I think she was gonna pay like $500-$700. So was Funny Marco, is that his name? The first one based around that, you know what I'm saying? Was it him?
You want.
Yeah.
So
It's
what?
been
One
fun.
thing.
Obviously, people felt like this story was a whole lot of cap, and that there must have been someone behind the scenes that made this all happen. Here she goes into more detail about the Drake interview.
But Drake gave me the social clips that I could use. And then he was like, which one are you going to pick? I was like, I'll do this one. He's like, okay, let's just tease it. And obviously I'm going to trust him because my initial thing was I was just going to upload the video to YouTube like I had always been doing. I had no strategy. I was on my own. I wasn't even sure how to upload to Apple at all. I didn't know anything. I was like, I don't know how to even make this a real podcast. And I posted the thing. I got a message from Andrew at WME. He says I'm part of the touring team. Can we talk? I said okay because I didn't know what I was doing. They signed with me that night, and then
So you just didn't meet with anybody else? You're just like, this guy hit you.
So there she says a day after she dropped this clip, apparently some talent agent sees it. He calls her up that night and they sign this miraculous deal. No lawyers hired, no one looked at the contract.
crazy.
Nah, she just trusted this guy.
That's
And this
crazy.
is what DJ Academics had to say about WME, her talent agency.
An agency that's never had any f***ing foothold in podcasting comes out with an individual that has the biggest guests. So she's with WME, William Morris Endeavors. She goes out 8 podcasts later. She's one of the biggest podcasters now. Guess the irony. Everybody, including her big guests, including the biggest guest, Drake, guess who they're signed to? WME. This is where favors get set up. I'm pretty sure somebody at WME started help pulling the strings to set all this in motion.
So that's how DJ Academics feels. He's obviously very connected within the industry and has a very good understanding of the back end when it comes to all things entertainment, in both the traditional sense and in this online era.
would you date someone that looks like me? Because there's just a person,
What does that mean?
like, looks exactly like me. They have a twin.
Maybe.
If I had a twin,
Maybe.
would you date them?
If she was like cool and like, you know.
No, she's exactly like me.
If I
She's
like
just,
connected with her, you know.
She's exactly like me.
I don't know like how you are though. I've never really been around you, so you know.
Yeah, I'm exactly like this.
All the time.
All the time. Mm-hmm.
Is it kind of strange to anyone else that this woman who is married with children is constantly asking during these interviews with these rappers if basically they would go out with her, if basically they would sleep with her if they like her?
Let me take your plane with me to New York.
Someday.
Do you want to see me on Spirit Airlines?
That'd be kind of cool.
Marriage, kids, talking like that. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit.
And just a kind of unrelated side note from that interview, Mark
I was gonna say it again, bro. The fucking feet dirty as hell, and her
Cupid,
socks.
why are your feet so fucking dirty? You were so goddamn rich that you could pay someone a very nice salary to wash your feet. Now, you might get some freaks within the application process, but I'm sure you could hire someone else to vet out all the freaks.
Bro.
As a matter of
Or clean your floors, bro.
fact, your feet should never be this dirty. My feet have never looked like this in my entire life. Like, if
Never,
you're
bro.
watching this video
Bro, I get my ass. But my mom, the belt, clean your feet. It could be a little, bro. It could be. I don't even know how to explain it. It could be a light shade, bro. Like it could be like this, really, really light, bro. Like this. She'll be like, "Go wash your feet."
right now, once you look down at your foot, if it looks anything like this,
Dirty.
like if it resembles a fucking bruised banana,
Dirty, bro.
you need to reevaluate your life choices. Either way, guys,
Wash
the drama
yourself.
really started when she did this interview next with Lil Yachty.
Why are your teeth so white? Are they real? You grew them yourself.
I pay for myself.
Do you have veneers?
I do have veneers.
That's why they're so white.
You're pretty smart.
How much?
90,000.
$90,000?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I think they were worth it.
Cause I wanted Young Thug's dentist. He had the best veneers
Who's
I ever
that?
seen.
Who?
Young Thug.
Who's that?
You're bugging.
So she's profiting off this
That's
urban
crazy.
culture. She don't even know who Young Thug is. This
Facts,
obvious
bro. Like Drake has had songs with him. Pretty sure Yachty has a song or two with him. Bro, everybody knows who Young Thug is. You know what I'm saying? Like, huh?
obviously rubbed some people the wrong way, but the drama didn't start until she made this comment about the Lil Yachty interview.
Because he was awkward. I walked into his house. He didn't even like say hi to me. So then I was like, said, let's go to the bathroom. So then we go to the bathroom and then we like get out and then he's like, he's just sitting there with like his two assistants and he's not even acknowledging that I'm like in the room and my camera guy's like setting up. I'm just sitting there like
skin
on
crawling.
my phone, like I'm like trying, and then he comes up, he's like, oh hi, gives me like a half hug, and I'm just like hi, then goes back to his spot, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this. I'm texting my friend like, Ashley, I need to leave. This is so awkward. I don't want to, like, what am I doing here? And then she's like, lean into this during the interview, like call it
Talk about awkward, and you feel me? She's like, I don't know, bro.
out.
She's known
so
for
then
that.
during our interview, I was able to be like, why did you do that? Like, why did you make me feel like that? Yeah, so it was actually really, it worked out.
So after this clip went viral, people were basically saying that she was biting the hand that feeds her, saying that she was ungrateful. And people also questioned this, like, overall change in her temperament when she went on this show with Dave Portnoy and his crew versus the way she acts around these various rappers. And essentially, there was a lot of negative commentary around her name. And then gasoline really got poured on that fire when she posted this video of herself at a Drake concert and it went viral. I mean, I won't lie to you guys, this video actually made me like her a little bit more. I love how Drake's in the background. I tried, really trying to hype up the crowd. And she's just in there with this bold face expression after he literally gave her an entire career. So this was like double biting that hand that feeds you. Kind of saying like, hey, I came to your show and it was so shitty that I had no expression the entire time. And then people noted that after this concert, the two unfollowed each other on Instagram, and the interview was deleted from...
I didn't even see the interview, bro. I had it saved on my watch later. Even that list is filled with videos I gotta get to. But yeah, bro.
From YouTube. So then people obviously started suspecting that these two have some serious beef. Dave Portnoy once again jumps in on the drama.
Silvana's like, I heard that Bobby slept with Drake and is getting divorced. So I asked her. I DM'd Bobby.
What? You asked her, did you sleep with Drake and are you getting a divorce?
Yeah. She's like, I'm not commenting on that publicly.
Wait, so you just outed her?
Oh.
You just outed her not public comment?
And so that was the rumor going around,
Bruh.
was that she smashed Drake backstage and that she'll now be getting a divorce from her husband. Well, she responded to those claims via her Instagram story saying, I didn't even want to do this podcast, and she's talking about the podcast with Dave in the first place, and now so much negativity is coming from it. I'm going to leave it alone after this, but this is the uncensored DM between Dave and I. Here's this boy Dave getting the scoop saying, my girlfriend says you hooked up with Drake and got divorced. I am saying that is not true. And then she says, I'm not commenting publicly, but off the record, you're right, that is not true. And so at this point, we really don't know what the truth is surrounding this woman. We don't know necessarily what's real and...
Doesn't matter. Really, like, let's think about it. People invest so much time, their energy into these fucking celebrities and these people. It's like, doesn't matter, bro. She did it. Okay. Now she's getting divorced. She fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It made her look bad if it's true.
what's fake when it comes to her whole story, her whole arc. She really likes to go with this idea that she's broke, that she's not making any sort of money off these podcasts, that everything has been organic up until this point, that she just was shooting her shot with Drake and he said yes. But as of right now, like, if this ends up being her actual downfall, it has to be one of the biggest rises and falls that we've ever seen within the podcast space in this short amount of time. I mean, with podcasting in general, I feel like it's kind of a slow burn. It's not very often that you see someone come out with a podcast and it's just like a smash hit, even if said person is a celebrity or a big comedian or anything like that. But I want to know what you guys think about this situation and what you think about these industry plants in general, whether it be in music or just general entertainment. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing.
I'm not saying W-Mans. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Her type of style, comedy style, I don't find it funny. To each their own, okay? I'm not saying it's bad or anything. Me personally, I don't like it. Now, the whole industry plant thing, I mean, man. Again, is it a good thing or a bad thing to y'all, bro? I feel like it's a good thing because, you know what I'm saying, it's just putting your name out there. You're getting recognized and all this stuff, which could really benefit you. You know what I'm saying? If you do it the right way, I guess. And then you just doing good for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You'll probably have that title for the rest of your life, but like, who gives a fuck? Everybody's always gonna call you that, and it's like, what are they doing? You feel me? Now, biting the hand that feeds you type shit. Boom. I see where he's coming from when people say that, or he says, and then other people saying it too, because it's like these people pretty much jump started your career, or if it's even a career to you. If it's not, it's like they jump started something, buzz around you. Now you're known around the world, and you could have used that to your advantage to, you know, do other things to make money, or you feel me, just to get you and your family right. And you kind of fumbled that. Man. Her talent manager story makes me believe industry plants are unaware that they are industry plants. I feel like, first of all, she's probably reading the comments and hearing people talk, so she knows that people are saying this. Maybe she doesn't feel that way. I don't know. If Bobby actually knew how to run a podcast and ask good questions instead of relying on an awkward personality, then things might have been different. But yeah, an industry plant. She's definitely the daughter or side piece of someone very powerful to the entertainment industry. 100% facts. 100% industry plant. Yeah. Her explanation on how she got Drake as a guest is hilariously sus. And I don't know how people can defend that obvious lie. The fact that she got Drake as a guest with 5 shows with no prior fame or no notoriety says it all. Industry plant. Yeah. I don't know, gang. Either way, she fumbled. You know what I'm saying? Shit could have been well for her. It could have kept going. She probably could have. Either this is how she actually is, or she was just putting up an act. And if it's an act, she could have slowly got into like actually being herself and continuing with the podcast and having all these other people. Like he said, bro, like Jamari said, Drake is the type not to want to go on interviews. Lil Yachty is probably the same. Tyga's probably the same. There's a lot of artists who don't like doing interviews, bro. And it's like she could have been the first one to have all these different people to come on her podcast, given the last time they've been on podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like when's the last time you seen Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole on a podcast? You know what I'm saying? Or in an interview. You feel me? It could have been something, bro. It could have been something. And she fumbled. But let me know what you guys thought. You know what I'm saying? That's my reaction. If y'all enjoyed, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't. And I'm out.